Alrighty everyone, and welcome to Talladega, Alabama. Tonight's coverage of the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series, round number 6 from the Talladega Superspeedway here tonight for round 6 as we got qualifying underway. But before we get started with tonight's broadcast, let's get everybody caught up. We're going to go back and take a look what happened back at round number 5 at Myrtle Beach. Caution number 1 on the night here at lap number 4. So lap number 4 on the board here tonight. Caution number 1 here this evening as we continue to run lap 5 on the board this time by. Lap number 5 on the board. Caution is lap 49 going on the board, a little bit of contesting up the race track. Of the side to 10 as they head to 10. And there we takes it, first lead change of the night. Big off the corner. Underwood's gonna get the lead, and Luke just on Tristan. Nothing wrong there. Oh, just ran over Tristan, and that is what brought the caution. And in the 79, nowhere to go. Wow. Back out lap 69 of this event. Oh, 200. Caution number 1 on the night. Wow. Caution that 74 on the board. Went up in front of Lawrence at the front of the field. These two drivers leading the way right now. Look at Lawrence to the bottom. Green flag in the air, back underway here tonight, and Lawrence gonna jump by Clint there in the machine. New race leader. Give it to the 87, or give it to the 9. Great restart there as we hang on. Lawrence. We can Wood third. Russell right there out of turn 4 to the checker for Grissom. Underwood second. Lawrence third, and for 4th. Michael Russell gets it there. Chag is out. And checkered is that way. Congratulations to your race winner here. Alrighty, I hope y'all guys enjoyed that little bit of recap. Skylar Grissom going to victory lane last week at Myrtle Beach. Sorry about that, the video didn't come out on the stream exactly the way I wanted it. You can catch the full version on my YouTube channel, the highlights video from last week. And we are ready to go green flag racing in just a moment from the Talladega Superspeedway. Again, it was Skylar Grissom coming home last week with that checkered flag and the win down at Myrtle Beach. We're going to wrap up qualifying here tonight here for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. And again, we're going to go green flag racing here in just a few moments. Checkered flag is out on the racetrack here in qualifying here tonight. Group qualifying. We'll take a look at your starting lineup in just a minute. Again, we will go to our starting lineup here in just a minute, folks. Thanks each and every one of you for coming out here tonight. What a night it has been here this evening. And again, the field getting ready to go green flag. Again, Myrtle Beach was a heck of a race last week. Now into this week and round number 6 at Talladega. You take a look at what we got to do here as we close down on the playoffs here tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's race at Talladega Superspeedway. Inside, run number 1, Alan Wilson getting the pole out of Indiana. Outside, Lawrence from Greenville, North Carolina, row number 2. Here tonight, Benjamin Shelton, Michael Bustle. That battle, 3rd and 4th. Starting row number 3, Brian Underwood and Jim right there in Illinois. Starts with 6, Nick Sargent, Bruce Parsons right there as well. Carson Conway right there in 9th. Luke G. Duran out of Augusta, Georgia, coming in 10th here tonight. Brandon right there as well. Skylar Grissom coming off the win in Myrtle Beach. Florence, Alabama, home race for him. Starts row 6 here, P12. Row number 7, Nicholas Post out of New York. And Lynchfield, Kentucky's own Jacob right there, 14th. Tristan Ferris and 15th. Joshua there is 16th. And Cody Decker out of Lynchfield, Kentucky will round out your 17-car field here at the Talladega Superspeedway. All right, as we get ready to go, green flag racing once again. Cars pacing here at Talladega, Alabama. What are we going to see in round number 6 in Alabama here tonight? That will be the question as we get ready to go green flag racing in the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series, round number 6 at the Talladega Superspeedway. As everybody gets ready to go here, Carson Conway out there in that number 01 Benjamin. Brian Underwood, Michael Bustle, Luke G. Duran, Brandon, and Mr. Lawrence right there as well up front. Now, Lawrence has had one of those up and down seasons. We've seen issues happen for Lawrence here and there. Kind of hurt his progress here, point standings wise. We will take a look at that later on in the broadcast where we sit. Coming into this first round, or this 6th round at that Talladega Superspeedway. And what should be a fun one here tonight as the pace car comes down pit road. 94 laps at Talladega Superspeedway. Field in the hands of your race leader in the 78 alongside the 9. Beautiful front row here tonight. WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. Green flag getting ready to go in the air. Here we go. Green flag in the air at Talladega. Green flag in the air. Great start there here for this one tonight. Green flag in the air here this evening. Field gonna rocket their way through turn number 1. Up front, that's 78 around the bottom. Everybody hangs on right now, finding their way through the first lap here at Talladega. Everybody trying to get single file the best they can here. Again, 94 laps. It's a long night here at Talladega Superspeedway. You're going to have to figure it out as you go. Allen up front. Wilson leads the way. Allen Wilson leading. Why do you, ATV, Total AV, I don't need you to scan me when I'm broadcasting. It is not a threat, I promise you. I'm not the delete ATV. Total AV. Here we go. 194 complete here tonight. You see it right now. The 9 to 76 front row. Allen and Lawrence up front. Double file. Here comes Michael Bustle looking for the first lead change here tonight. Bustle top side. Allen on the bottom right now. Double file up front. Lap number 2 going on the board. Great move top side of the racetrack. Goes Mr. Bustle at the moment. Bustle gonna jump down, grab the race lead. Michael Bustle goes to the race lead here at Talladega. First lead change of the night. Give it to Bustle. Now he's got a little bit of a challenge there in that number 77 machine of Brian Underwood. He's gonna work the top side. Here's the exit turn number 4. The Bustle, there's a 21 to Benjamin Shelton, but it's Wilson out front leading the way as we continue to run right now. 3 laps on the board of the scheduled 94 here tonight from the Talladega Superspeedway. Everybody in line. In line we are right now. Everyone continues to hang on at the moment. What a great race here as they exit down the back straightaway here at Talladega Superspeedway. Double file up front. Bustle gonna slide back a spot. Here comes the 47 of Jim. Jim top side in the 47 with help in front of him. Great race off of turn number 4 here. Double file at the moment. That is going to be Jim trying to lead the pack through the 47 machine top lane with Underwood in the 77 directly in front of that car. 4 of 94 complete here tonight at the Talladega Superspeedway. Everybody taking their time here as they work their way through turns 1 and 2 at Talladega here early in this one. Just 4 laps complete here at Talladega Superspeedway. And you see it right here tonight. We will have 4 sets of tires, including the car that the tire they start on. 1 fascia pair. Again, this league, keep in mind, you cannot bump draft until 10 laps to go, and it's probably not a good idea to do it even then. It definitely can cause an issue. You can't do it till 10 to go as we continue to run right now. Now almost 3 wide up front. Here comes Jim, a little bit tight down on the door of Underwood. Top side, there goes the 22 of Bruce Pearson right there on the top side in the 22 camp. Great run, Michael Bustle. Gonna get stuck to 3rd. That's your defending winner of this one. And Bustle make it 2 in a row at Talladega Superspeedway. It'd be kind of big for Michael to be able to pull that off. Skylar Grissom coming off the win last week at Myrtle Beach. Right there in the mix as well. Lawrence right there, Grissom right up there on the top lane. And again, the Skylar Grissom who pulled it off last week at the Talladega at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Now looking for 2 in a row here on board right now with that 24 machine. A little bit different colors on the 24 this week than what we're used to seeing. Grissom hanging on right now top side in that red and white 24. Meanwhile, leading this way, Jim alongside Underwood and Pearson up front. Bustle 4th, Grissom 5th. Wilson slid back to 6th from his pole starting spot here tonight. As we continue to run, 6 of 94 complete. Jim on the top right now, hanging on, doing a wonderful job. Everybody down on the bottom this time by. And right now, everybody hanging on, 7 of 94 complete at the moment. And right now, everybody hanging on right now, 7 of 94 complete this time by. Trying to hang on at the moment up front. 7 of 94 in the books here. That's everybody trying to figure out what they're going to need over the next 94 laps here at Talladega Superspeedway. Everybody taking their time here. I got to give them credit, not tearing up a lot of cars early on. And let's take a look here as we've got a moment at Grissom's season here as we enter round number 6 of this one. Again, Grissom's had a pretty good season there as he rides there in that front pack. Has Skylar, and we'll take a look here. 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s, 1 win on the year last week at Myrtle Beach Speedway. And what was a great job by him. And again, right now sitting right there in that Exalta red and white colored machine is that 24 camp up near the front as well. That's Brian Underwood. Also has had a win in the 77 machine. Outside of him, though, it's Jim right there. 4 top 10s on the year, but he doesn't have a win. Trying to break that here tonight in that Ford. Underwood in the mix right there in the 77. You see him top side Moving forward, there's the 22 of Pearson, another car there that has not had a win, but he had some pretty good top 5 consistency there for Bruce. So that top 5 right now really loaded with drivers that can really use a win here tonight. And they're all doing a great job here as they stay double file right now. Now Jim going to get the boost back out front here this evening. Jim leads 9 of 94 in the books this time by. That'll give us 85 to go at the Talladega Superspeedway. Jim out front. Now another car back in the back right now. I want to shine a spotlight on Decker. Cody Decker right there in that number 87 or 97 machine. We take a look at his year. He doesn't have any top 5s, any top 10s. Cody needs to really step up his performance if he's going to make it into the playoffs this year when we take 12 cars to the playoffs. And we take briefly a look at the point standings as they came into tonight. You'll see it, Cody Decker back there in 15th. Underwood leading right now, but Decker in a big problems if he's going to make it into the playoffs here. Underwood out front at the moment with 10 and 94 to go. Again, we are running out of time to make it in the playoffs. We've got 4 races left to claim your spot in the 12-car playoffs. And right now, Underwood, Jim, Bruce, Michael Bussell, Grissom, they all know that, and they're having very strong seasons. Get down there to Deckard, some of those other guys, Tristan, another one, kind of in trouble. He missed a race, and that really hurt his chances. You take a look at it here for Tristan. He's got 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, so he's going to have to step it up if he's going to be in the final 12 at the end of this season. As we walk and roll right now, everybody fighting through. 11 of 94 laps complete at Talladega Superspeedway. Jim topside, the 24 right there as well. In the 3rd car in line, there's the 22 of Bruce. Keep in mind that red and white car is Skyler, your defending winner from Myrtle Beach last week, and a little different, shall we say, a little different paint scheme there for Skyler. It throws me off quite a bit, but it's nevertheless right. So, as the field continues to run right now, and this is what we are looking at, you see the field working their way through. Big move up top there for Jim. What do you think you are going to, like, you know, these drivers, the situation with one fast repair, I almost feel like you got to save your equipment until at least halfway here. You can't really start racing until at least halfway as they work their way through double file up front. Lawrence right there as well. But I'm interested to see if those drivers kind of agree with that statement as we continue to run right now. Up front there is Jim, Brian Underwood, Bruce, Michael Bussell, Skyler Grissom all in the mix there. Lawrence as well, 13 and 94 complete. There's Jim topside trying to hang back. Underwood right there as well. Everybody up to speed here early on at Talladega. And what would be, as you see Jim take the race lead there in the 47 machine. 14 laps complete here tonight of this 94 lap race here. You take a look at what we've got going on and in this series and everything we know that's going on here. You know, you can't afford to get up there and make too big a mistake early on here tonight. You just can't. We're running out of time in the playoffs. You got to take care of your equipment and get to the end of these races. Because we got some wild cards coming up. We got places like Watkins Glen on the schedule that will come up. As Jim gets a good help there, he'll go to the top. Great job going to the front here for Jim once again. Underwood right there. He's going to dive out of line. 3 wide for the race lead as they enter 1 and 2. Lap 13 of this event. 3 wide for P1. Great battle up front. They're going to work it out here. Jim will drop the second and give it to the 22 camp of Bruce. Bruce will take over the race lead here. Great job for Bruce up front right now, as they work their way through what has been the first 15 laps of this race so far. Early on here in the Talladega at Talladega, still a long way to go. Jim and Bruce side by side, front row. That is Jim Boskett and Brian Underwood, Bruce Pearson, Tyler Grissom. Allen up there in the mix, started on the pole here tonight. I believe that was Allen's first pole of the year, if I'm correct. You're 16 laps in. Everybody's still maintaining their position here tonight at Talladega so far. Again, folks at home, we're looking at 4 races until we make the cut to 12 for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series playoffs later in the year. What should be a fun time as we get down to it. But right now in Alabama, we're 16 laps complete. If you're just joining us there, Alan Wilson started on the pole here tonight. He is fell back to about the 5th position. Oh, contact, here we go. Wow. Very, very close there between the front two. Jim up there in the 47. That could have been an incident. Wow. Great job, Jim, grabbing hold of that race car, grabbing a handful of it and gathering it back up. He's going to lose some spots. That could have been very, very bad. As they come back around, it'll cycle once again. But again, that 47, but it could have been in trouble as he fell back here. And again, the 47 machine right now sits now 3rd. It'll update when we come back to the stripe again, folks. We're running on an update system at the stripe right now. So all these spots will update back at the stripe. Bustle, big move. Bustle to the front of the pack. Great job, Michael Bustle. Congratulations, because you're going to go to the front, buddy. Bustle to the front, Underwood to second. Great racing up front. Bustle now leads here at Talladega Superspeedway. Everybody will jump in line once again. 18 of 94 this time by Underwood right there. Scored second last time by Brian Underwood there in the 77 machine, using that top lane to his advantage right now. You see Bustle right there leading the way. Michael Bustle leading the way here at the Talladega Superspeedway. Doing a wonderful job hanging on the field. Going to work their way through the tri-oval this time by. You see them working down around the bottom of the racetrack. Still doing a great job here. Lap number 17 should be going, or 19 should be going on the board as they work Bustle and Underwood up front. Feel great job hanging on right now up front. You see it fighting their way through down the back straightaway this time by. Big run outside lane. That is going to be the 17 of Underwood. Going to peek out ahead in front of Bustle. Can he come down, shut the door, and clear to the race lead as they come through the tri-oval this time by? He does do that. Grissom moving up top, first car outside lane, but it's Bustle falling to second here as they come through the tri-oval, headed to the start-finish line at Talladega Superspeedway. Put lap number 20 on the board. Here tonight, you'll see the field fly by. Underwood out front. What a night so far for Underwood. Brian Underwood leading the way right now. Just really great performance, just adding to his season here over the first 20 laps at the Talladega Superspeedway. A little bit of spreading out there down the back straightaway. Should be closing in on green flag stops here pretty soon. Underwood already has 1 win on the year. The only driver with more than 1 win so far this season is Luke G. Duran. He has 2 as they're 3 wide mid-pack. Great battle middle of the front pack right now. One car way high on the racetrack. Right there on top. That's going to be the 0-1 machine of Carson Conway working his way forward. Top of 3 wide right now. Carson hanging on in the 0-1. He's going to have the 51 underneath of him. Carson Conway right there, top side of 3 wide. Great job. He's hanging on. Battle for the race lead. Underwood trying to get it back here. Carney outside wall. That's Carson Conway dropping back. He'll scrub the wall halfway down the back straightaway. He'll give up the momentum, but he'll hang on to the car. He'll drop to the back of the pack. No big deal. No harm, no foul. He'll keep rolling right now as we come to put 22 on the board. 22 of 94 laps complete here at the Talladega Speedway. You're watching the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series at Talladega. So this race continues right now as they work their way through 1 and 2 side by side up front. And what has become a great battle for the race lead. Grissom right there in the mix. Look at Skylar Grissom coming off the win at Myrtle Beach. Grissom looks to get his 2nd win in a row here after Myrtle Beach last week. Would be huge if Skylar Grissom can figure out a way to pull this off. Get 2 in a row here coming in tonight at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Everybody hanging on. 23 on the board of the 94 schedule. It's Underwood, Grissom, Bustle, Jacob, Bruce, all these guys up near the front right now with 23 laps to go here tonight. 23 complete of the 94 as we continue to run. Well, these guys up front getting after it at the front of this field right now. 3 wide mid-pack right at the moment. Look at that. That's the 51 getting shipped out here. He'll drop back a little ways, and I believe that was indeed the 51-ish. Who was that there? The 51 is what it's saying on the car, but I do not see a 51 on the ticker. That's a little weird. Nick Sargent right here in the 64 trying to work his way forward. And not Tristan. Not Bruce. Oh, there we go. That's Jacob. Jacob is the one that was up there dropping back. Must have been number blind there for a second, because there's the 51 car. Derpy Dirt broadcaster. Anyway, up front, Underwood leads the way, continuing to lead. He's going to have pole center Allen right there with him. And keep in mind, that was Lawrence and Allen both started on pole here tonight. And right now, staying up near the front. And if this thing continues to go green, that might be the strategy of the evening. Keep the car up front and keep it going here tonight at Talladega Superspeedway. Everyone continuing to run right now as they work their way down the back straightaway here this evening. 25 of 94 laps complete. Underwood out front. Alan Wilson there in second last time through. Alan Wilson having a great run. Underwood right there. There's Grissom. Now big move. Top of the racetrack is going to be Alan Wilson going to the race lead this time by with Lawrence right there with him. A reminder, they cannot bump draft until 10 to go here. Bump drafting not an option until 10 laps to go. As we continue to have a long green flag run to open up this section of the race here at Talladega Superspeedway. You see Underwood right there in the line. Everyone else behind them. And the question becomes, when do you start seeing guys peel down to pit road, and who do you work with when you do that? Because that's a big part of speedway racing, especially super speedways, is getting on pit road, having drafting help, being able to communicate that, because what you don't want to happen is you come down, get on the binders, get the car loaded up, somebody doesn't. We got a lead change coming up. Here comes Skylar Grissom. Grissom to the bottom will lead a lap that time by. Great job by Skylar Grissom. Back to the front. Illinois outside, but what you don't want to happen, as I was saying, you don't want to check up and have a car run over you coming to pit road. That can just call. We've seen it time and time again at plate tracks where an incident like that just causes calamity at the front of the pack, and you've got to be careful. See it right there, Wilson to the bottom. He's going to have Lawrence right there in second, right there behind him. Everybody back, single file once again, folks. We're going to go crank it up here at Talladega Superspeedway. You are 27 laps in here from the Talladega Superspeedway in the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. All right, back here live at the Talladega Superspeedway, working lap 30 of 94 tonight. We've been mean and green all the way through. Up near the front right now, that's Underwood. Getting past there by Allen. Allen going back to the front. Great battling up front right now. We've got nobody on pit road at the moment. Keep that in mind. Green flag stop should be coming sometime in the very near future, with 31 going on the board this time by. I'm looking, keeping an eye on the ticker for you, and I'll let you know when the first car dives down. There's Luke G. Duran right now running a 13th on the board, the only two-time winner so far this year in the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series, Luke G. Duran. And again, Luke, you know, he's got 2 wins on the year. Object number 1 makes the playoffs. I'm pretty much assuming it's pretty safe to say Luke will make the playoffs here in 4 weeks. Just a stellar first half of this season over the first 5 races of the regular season. Meanwhile, out front, Allen hanging on now, pass for the race lead. Going to be Brian Underwood going back to the front. We're going to take a look at laps led here in just a moment. So let's take a look at laps led here with 63 to go. Gilm has led the most at 11. Underwood right there with him at 10. Great deal for both of those drivers trying to get the bonus point for most laps led here tonight. There is Michael Bussell, the Lone Ranger in the outside lane right now. He's going to have to jump down because being a Lone Ranger up there at Talladega, it ain't going to work. You're going to figure it out. Now everybody's single file. When do you come to pit road? And I do not think the single file is for no reason. I think these drivers know they're going to have to make a green flag stop at some time here tonight in round number 6. And they know this, so what they're going to do is they're going to get everybody single filed out. Makes it easier to get down pit road, not make a mistake. Here, if you're one of these drivers, do they take fuel only? That's the question here. What is the time difference between the 4 tires and a full fuel load? That is going to be what they've got to figure out here as we continue to run right now. We go back to everything that's going on, still single file right now, and just a great series to be able to come broadcast each and every week. Ooh, Underwood way up the racetrack there, going to Wilson by. I don't think there's any contact. Just jumped up the racetrack. We take a look as we run one faster pair again, and right now we're looking 34 complete, really closing in on the first round of stops here for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. We started this race roughly 2 p.m. in sim time. As we continue to run right now and get later in the evening, maybe we'll lose some of that sun. Track will cool off a bit more. Even might add a little bit more stability to these cars here, because we will be finishing this thing around 3:30-ish, 4 o'clock in sim time as we continue to run 35 on the board. Underwood, he's putting a parachute out that car. He is dropping like a rock here as he works his way back through the top side. Man, oh man, up back to 8th right now and free falling at the moment. Underwood up top, that's not where you want to be here when you're all by yourself. Wilson leads right now. Alan Wilson out front. Everybody else hanging on. Grissom right there as well. And you see it as they continue to run at the moment. Right now, 35 of 94 complete. Nobody coming down this time by. They're going to stay out a bit longer. They may be shooting for a lap 40 number, which would be kind of interesting. I didn't think they could make it that far. Right now, that tends to be what they're doing. Meanwhile, Underwood back out front in front of Allen. He'll jump back to the race lead. Great job by Underwood there to get back out front. The fuel strategy is going to play a major part here. 36 laps complete on what you're going to do here. I want to highlight Jacob Worley there in that number 51 car. And again, if we go to caution, I will, or to pit stops, I will bring that up. But look at Worley here, sitting inside the top 5 right now, having a good run right there in that 51 Bass Pro Shops machine. Great run for Jacob. He's got 1 top 5 on the year. This could definitely be a breakout race for that Lynchville, Kentucky driver. Inside the top 5, looking to get his first win of the year. And right now, hanging on right there. A great run for Mr. Jacob. Great job hanging on. Hubry, I believe is how you would pronounce that. As Jacob Hubry right there in the 51, looking for his first top 5. Again, not too far away from me, out of Lynchville, Kentucky. Great run for that driver. Hanging on, Michael Bussell right there in front of him. We see a lot of representation from Kentucky in this league, and normally they tend to do pretty well. Greenville, North Carolina, Michael Bussell right here in Burnsville, North Carolina. Then up near the front, you got Indiana about right behind. Brian Woodward out of Indiana as well. So it's is Brian again up the racetrack. Wow. Interesting to see what Brian's doing here. Up the racetrack, he'll drop back again. Really confused to what's going on there with Brian. I don't understand why he would do that, but he continues to fall. Up front, Lawrence right now up to second at Greenville, South Carolina. 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s out of the 5 races we have ran. Pretty good average for Lawrence, but right now sitting second as we go to turn lap 39 on the board, this time by round number 6 here from the Talladega Superspeedway. With 56 to go from Talladega, it's Bustle, Lawrence up front, Allen there as well. Everybody hanging on. 39 to 64 complete. This time by Alan Wilson. Leads Lawrence second, Michael Bustle third, Jacob Worley in a fourth, Skylar Grissom in fifth. .40 laps to go from the Talladega Superspeedway. Alan Wilson up front. Lawrence, Michael Bustle. Jacob Hubry right there. Skylar Grissom. After last week's Myrtle Beach win right there as well. Bruce Pearson and Tristan Harris right there as well. Benjamin Shelton, Nick Sargent, Nicholas Post, Luke G. Durant. Everybody pretty much single file once again as we work lap number 40 on the board. On track to possibly be the fastest Talladega race in channel history. Putting 41 on the board tonight, 41 green flag laps. Hope I don't jinx it by saying it, but one a drive for each one of these drivers, keeping it mean and green here for the first 41 of 94 laps here tonight. So again, it's 41 and 94 complete. Everybody still single file. Alan Wilson starting on pole right now with earlier tonight, along with that number 9 of Lawrence. Those two started first and second. Look where they're running with 53 to go in this one. Still 1-2, just hanging on up front. The fact that we turned 41 laps here and they ain't had to pit road, that is kind of impressive as we put 42 on the board. Drivers doing a great job. Speed right now, 178, 179. Low 180s here in the draft, so that will save them a bit of fuel. Again, the Cup cars average around 200, along with the Xfinity cars about 195. So that about a 10 mile per hour difference will save them a bit of fuel here in these ARCA cars here tonight. That's the 9 to 78 out front as they work their way off of turn number 4 once again. Feel pretty spread out. Again, we've been green since the start here tonight. Staying green right now with Allen, Lawrence, and Grissom all up there single file. Other driver out there, I think, making his debut here tonight. We got one car on pit road is Brian Underwood. He elected to come by himself. That's going to be interesting. Underwood down for fuel and tires. I want to highlight Brandon Shirley there. I believe this will be his first start of the year in the 85, running 16th right now. Meanwhile, out front, here it is. Our leaders, will they come down this time again? Brian Underwood was the first car down last time by. Couple of cars peeking out, nobody taking interest out of the first 5, 6 cars. And man, Underwood pitting by himself. Just don't know that that was a good call, to be honest. You just lose so much time out of the draft. And when this cycle is through, my fear for Underwood is he will lose the draft. And normally not a big deal at Talladega. Normally you have your cautions to bunch them back up. But here as we approach halfway, we've been green the whole first half. No reason to think any different for the second half. This thing stays green. Man, oh man, Underwood could be in big trouble in that 77 machine. And we're going to look at pit road stops this time. Here we go. The 9 going to dive down. Everybody in the front pack coming with him. Allen right there. The 9 coming down. Everybody in that front pack bustle. So we got the first pack in. Everybody in clean. Great job. Everybody down. Yelton will be the first car staying out another lap. Everybody but 5 cars going to come down that time. And this could be interesting here. See Brandon staying out. He's going to have to suck up to the cars in front of him to stay with that draft when they exit pit road. And here's the leaders coming back off. There's Grissom coming off right now. Now a bit longer on pit road time for some of these drivers. 40 seconds here for Jacob there, but Underwood was 36. Here comes Underwood. Question is, can he attach himself to this pack? And it looks like he will. You see the leaders still staying out with G. Duran, Brandon, all these guys continuing to stay out here with 46 complete, 49 to go. Almost halfway in this race. It's been green flag since the start here at Talladega. And what a smooth event here at Talladega tonight. $40 of 94 complete. Cars to pit road. That is going to be Benjamin Shelton, Nicholas Post, Luke G. Duran, Josh, Brandon, all coming down to complete this cycle and caution on the racetrack. We got problems. We got a car around. Big mess in turn number 1. First caution of the evening in the middle of pit cycles. Caution is out. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. It was this front pack here. What in the world happened here? Ooh, Lawrence just chopped down. Tried to get in the line and it didn't work. Big problems here. Caution out for the first time tonight. One more look at it here for Lawrence here as he came down. And watch them work their way through. Lawrence goes to chop down right here, and as he does so, car gets turned. Jim in the outside wall. Couple more to 24. Last week's winner, Skylar Grissom, involved as well. Right on board with Skylar Grissom this time. And you'll be able to see what happened here. Grissom right there in that 24 camp. It's just so hard. On board with Grissom as the 9 comes down. Just not clear. Grissom gets involved. The 47 of Jim involved as well. We'll take one more look from the chopper cam here tonight. And what was a pretty big incident for the first caution tonight. You'll see him right now. There's the 9 up top. He's going to try to chop down. And just barely didn't make it. Sweeps the other cars up. So it was a 5-car incident here. 47 to bring the first caution out here tonight. 47 complete, 47 to go. And everybody will come and bring the cars around behind the iRacing pace car for the first time here tonight after 48 laps here tonight at Talladega. Wow, 48 laps completed here at Talladega Superspeedway. And one yellow. That is impressive here tonight. So you look at this. As we circle through. And again, big shout out to our partners here on board for this season. As always, as we work our first caution of the night. Of course, a primary sponsor here, Grid Finder. Grid Finder is the home of online racing communities. Browse hundreds of leagues. Browse hundreds of leagues racing on all gaming platforms across every single racing sim every day of the week across the globe. Man, oh man, browse through over 1,000 leagues on iRacing, Assetto Corsa, ACC, R Factor 2, F1 2020, and more. If you're looking for a commentator for your leagues or streamers such as myself, they've got them as well. Or if you're looking to get a paint done, a designer to paint your car, go over to Grid Finder as well. And I'll tell you what, all this talent in one place. Find your place on the grid. Grid Finder, a great utility to find anything you may need. Big shout out to Future Designs, the builder's choice, Next Level Racing. As you see the yellow flag banner up there, Next Level Racing. Take your racing to the next level. Also, Warrior Wraps. Again, looking to stand out on track? Check out Warrior Wraps for custom paints and logos with 4 painters on staff. They pride themselves in great customer service and turnaround time over at Warrior Wraps on Facebook. Great partners we have here for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. Working lap 46 here at Talladega. And let's take a look at your point standings while we get ready to go here. Look at that 12th spot. That is Jacob right there on the bubble in that 51 machine. He is trying to hold off Clint Roberts for that transfer spot. Now, big deal here is Roberts, from what I can tell, did not make the field here tonight. That's going to give Jacob a little bit of a buffer, about a 13-point buffer back to Tristan. Tristan should jump Clint in the points. So Jacob's got to stay with Tristan here and try to hang on with 4 races left. You don't have time. Cody Decker back there as well. Long shot for Cody, but right now set in 3rd. He could make up some great time as well in points here tonight. Cody Decker right now sitting there in 3rd. As they, well, now he's going to drop low here. But Decker right there is, well, great. Had been having a great run. Allen out front. We should be getting ready to about go back green flag racing here at Daytona International Speedway. Talladega, excuse me, wrong plate track. Allen started up front here tonight alongside Lawrence there, right behind him in the 9. Those two getting ready to restart at Talladega. And what a night it has been for Allen in the 79 machine. See if he can hold the momentum here as we get ready to go green. Pace car is off. Field will come down to the start finish line here in just a moment to get the race back under green. Wrapping up our first caution. We'll go from our camera at the start finish line. You'll see the cars rip through as they come back up to speed. 49 of 94 complete here tonight. Field waiting to go green, and nope, caution car back out. Never mind. So they're going to put the yellow flag back out. Now lights are off. So they have extended the caution here. First one of the night. So, as we continue to rock and roll here, caution here tonight. Again, we are 50 and of 94 complete. So we got a little bit of ways to go here this evening. All right, field coming down, ready to go back. Green flag racing once again here as we get ready to go. One more time, field off of turn number 4. Put the field back in the hands of Michael Bussell, Alan Wilson, Sargent, all the guys up front. Field coming to the green here. Lap 51 to go on the board, 44 to go at Talladega. Here we go, green flag back in the air. Field back underway once again. There we go, everybody back up to green here. 44 to go. I don't think they can make it all the way on fuel here from this green flag here. We're going to have to stop probably one more time. But it's going to be interesting to see when they decide to do it, because the fuel opening would technically start here in about probably now, well, another 2 to 3 laps, I would say. As you see, Allen up front, Lawrence in second, Bussell in third. Everybody's jumping down in the line. Our most winning driver here this season in Luke G. Duran sitting in fourth. Nick Sargent in fifth. Tristan Ferris there in sixth. Skylar Grissom in the 24th. Seventh. Jim there in eighth. Jim trying to make up some ground here. He'll draw alongside Skylar. He's going to pick up 2, maybe 3 here. How far can he go before the momentum runs out? Look at the momentum on that 47 machine. They all got stacked up on the bottom, and the momentum was huge. About 4 mile an hour is the difference. Jim off of turn number 2. Wow. He came from at least 8 all the way up. Great job by Jim. Wow. Congratulations, Jim, on that run, man. Holy moly. Now the momentum going to die out. He'll start to slide back, but nevertheless, great job in what he was able to do there. Sargent in line right there. Look at Nick Sargent right there behind that number 4, Luke G. Duran. Michael Bussell up near the front as well with 42 laps remaining at Talladega. We are 42 to go here from Talladega Superspeedway here tonight. Alan Wilson leads. Lawrence in second. Everybody trying to hang on down the back straightaway. You see the field rocketing down the back straightaway here tonight. Great racing across the board. Michael Bussell there as well. Bussell holding on to about that 4th position at the moment. In the 15, Luke there right behind him. Jim outside. We've seen that big run that Jim had a couple of laps ago. Now trying to sort it out on the top side. Man, oh man, what a night here. With 42 laps to go from Talladega Superspeedway. Double file up front as they cross the stripe with 41 to go. Jim trying to take the race lead from Allen. And again, what a run Jim had. showed some strength there with that move that he made a few laps ago. Picked up so many spots. Right now inside the top 10. Look at Jim here, looking for his 5th top 10 of the year. Possibly a first top 5 for Jim. What an evening Jim is able to put together here, if he can keep it together right now. Wilson leading here. He's led the most laps at 18 tonight. Wilson again has led the most laps. Underwood, Jim, Michael Bussell, Shelton, Duran, Grissom all have led laps here. Great night for everybody involved. 7 different cars has led officially a lap here at the Talladega Superspeedway. And these guys putting on a show up front right now. Cody Deckard back there in the 97 machine. He's slid back deep in the pack. Let's go take a look. Decker right there in 16th. Right behind Joshua, trying to ride around the back, maybe trying to save their equipment. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Jim was involved. Jim was involved with that incident along with Lawrence, so they may not have a fast repair left for that 47 car after that incident that brought the first caution out of the evening at roughly halfway here. You got to be kind of careful with that. Again, that caution came out about halfway, around lap 47 of this event. Our warning and only caution so far of the evening. Man, what an evening here so far. 56 of 94 complete here tonight. That's 56 of 94 complete. Field continuing to work their way through. 57 on the board this time by 38 to go at Talladega Superspeedway. Big push coming behind them in the 9 machine. Up there with Alan Wilson. Lawrence there, as well as Brian Underwood, Benjamin Shelton, Mr. Michael Bussell, and Luke G. Duran all in the mix right now with 57 of 94 complete here tonight. Everybody trying to take their time here, save their equipment. Jim leading that top lane, Alan on the bottom as they exit turn number 4. Folks, we're going to do one more Crank It Up here tonight. And when we come back, we'll be with you to the end live here at Talladega, the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. All right, back out front right now as we continue to run here at Talladega. 61 laps complete, 33 to go here tonight. It's been a heck of a ride so far. Drivers up front, Alan Wilson, Lawrence Bryan Underwood, Shelton right now near the front of the pack right now with 62 of the 94 complete here tonight. 62 and 94 here is complete here tonight at Talladega Superspeedway. So we'll continue to rock and roll here on Extreme Sim TV's coverage here at Talladega. Looks to move up front. Underwood looks to the outside. Nothing doing right now. 62 of 94 complete. Man, these guys hanging on up front at the moment. See it, 63 and 94 in the books. Alan Wilson out in front here. Right in front of Lawrence, right there behind him. Those two continue to rock and roll right now. What a fight right now up front. Alan Wilson, the third, hanging on leading. 64 and 94 complete this time by. Now everybody hanging on, double file up front. 79, 77 front row. Now double file up front, Bryan Underwood, Alan Wilson right there in second. Great battle right now, 64 of 94 in the books this time by. 30 to go this time at the stripe. Going to be Underwood, Wilson, your front two leading this pack around. Here, we'll have Lawrence right there in the mix, Jim back there, Michael Bussell. Everybody trying to hang on here with 30 to go this time by. Right now, 65 with 30 to go here tonight. Now, right now, as we hang on that right to the bottom, 65 and 94 complete. And what a battle up front here tonight. Field stacked on top of one another with 30 to go. And oh man, what an evening here tonight. Coming to 30 to go this time by. These drivers coming down to the end right now on a Saturday night looking for a win. We head to Windy City of Chicagoland Speedway. It was Speedway next week. Wilson up there leading at the moment. Lawrence right now behind him. And again, after tonight, we only have three races left after next week for the playoffs. 4 after tonight. To keep that in mind, race number 10 is it for the cutoffs for the round of 12 here in this series. Wilson leads. Lawrence second. Shelton third. Duran right there in the mix. Underwood there as well. Off of turn 4, we got a car on the outside wall. They'll hang on to it. Great save there deep in the field with 28 to go. Everybody's got to start thinking about what they're going to do here on their final stop. I'm assuming it's going to be fuel only for the guys that have to stop later on. So again, it should be fuel only next time through here at Talladega Superspeedway for the drivers up front when they do make that final stop. Here, we're about an hour and 13 into this one. We had qualifying wrap up. We went straight to racing here tonight. So they have blown through this race. Coming down to it here, just shy of 25 to go at Talladega. They have not taken long at all to run these laps. And man, they have done a great job keeping it clean and keeping it going. But right now it's Alan Wilson up front. Let's look back through the pack. Underwood has dropped back. He's back in 15th. Underwood, he's led laps here tonight. Cody Decker needing a good finish. Decker right there. Brandon hanging on in the back of the pack. There is no threat found there. Windows. I promise. Carson, Nick Sargent right there. Everybody hanging on right now with 68 of 94 complete. Shelton out in P2. Wilson there as well. Lawrence there hanging on. Jim, Kristen, Bustle. Everybody hanging on in the mix right now up front with what's going to be 69 of 94 complete. 26 to go here tonight. $69 complete, 25 to go. Right now, 70 of 94 complete. We're coming down to 24 to go. Keep in mind, guys, that Jim up front is going to take the race lead away. But keep in mind, we're going to have green flag stops somewhere over the next 24 laps here in this one. They are not done stopping. You see Shelton dropping back right now. Benjamin Shelton sitting there in 6th. What happens here over the next 24 laps when you have a pit stop included? Yeah, they'd have to run 48. I don't see them turning 48 laps under green. Some of the top drivers would have to run even a little more than that. But on average, about 48 laps they would have to run on this stint. And I don't see them making that. But what a race it has been here at the Talladega Speedway so far. Jim out front. He's got a bit of challenge now for the race lead. Jim trying to hang on to it right now. Jim out front. You see it right there. He's got a challenge right now between Tristan. Look at Tristan up there trying to make it work. Now he came in outside that cut line. What can be a big night for him? He's up there trying to do the best he can to get himself into the playoffs here at the end of this season. Tristan looking for a win here tonight, but right now he's got to fight Jim to do it in the 47. Double file off the corner once again. 22 to go at Talladega. $22 to go at Talladega Speedway. Right now, 70 of 194 complete tonight. Right now, Tristan is going to the lead. Look at him, 3 wide. Mid-pack Jim kind of got shuffled down the back straightaway. Here comes the challenge top side. That's Alan Wilson right there as well. Great run for him. Look to the top side. Can we keep our trend of non-race winners winning here? Again, the only guy to win more than one so far this year is Luke G. Duran, and Wilson right there. No win on the year. He's had 3 top 10s, no top 5s. Wilson looking for his first win in a strong car here tonight. Wilson looks to the top side of the racetrack, looks for a way around. Can't do it just yet. 21 to go at the Talladega Superspeedway this time by. 21 to go, and you see him fighting to the bottom. Everybody to the bottom of the racetrack. Great job, and everybody's going to come down. Great job hanging on as they come down the back straightaway once again. So now up front, Wilson takes the race lead. Tristan drops to 3rd. Jim falling back as well. 20 laps to go at Talladega Superspeedway here tonight. We're 20 to go in this one. And these guys have really got to put something together here over the next 20 laps. One more look when we get into the final stage at that cut line battle coming into tonight. Jacob was on the cut line with the front of it here. Kristen was up there in that mix. Cody Decker was in that mix. So Jacob, Nicholas Post, all those guys in the danger zone. And look at Jacob right there, staying inside that top 5 right now. Kristen up there as well with Lawrence. Man, this is going to switch it up here with 19 laps to go this time by. Everybody trying to hang on. Coming to 18 to go. Fuel will be an issue. At the end of this race, you're probably going to have to make a green flag stop here at the end. You've got to keep that in mind. You know, with 18 to go this time by, knowing you got to make a fuel stop at Talladega late in the going, that can be a very scary prospect for all these drivers. As they come down this time by, 18 to go. 18 laps to go this time by. Everybody will work the bottom. There's Alan Wilson, the 3rd, right there as well. Alan Wilson, the 3rd, right there in the mix. Trying to hang on right now. 18 laps to go. Everybody looking towards the end of this race. Man, oh man, this is going to be interesting. Coming to 17 laps to go this time by. And what a night, 17 laps to go. One caution over the first half. Jacob right there sliding back right now. Allen still leading the way. Jacob sliding back a little bit here. Again, next week we head to Auto Club or Chicagoland Speedway for round number 7 at Talladega. What an evening here with 16 to go this time by for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series live here on Extreme Sim TV. Again, after tonight, 4 races left. Round number 7, or excuse me, after tonight we got round 7, 8, 9, and 10. 4 races to go before we decide the final 12 here for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. Man, oh man, this is going to be interesting here tonight. 16 laps to go. 16 to go here tonight. Everybody gonna stay single file at the moment down the back straightaway. Man, oh man, what an evening we have seen all evening long. Everybody single file right now, trying to come up with what they have to do to pull this out here this evening. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. And again, a race win here. Gonna give you 3 bonus points here in the playoffs. That could be huge as we come down to the end of the season with 15 to go. You think about it, you know, we get closer and closer and closer. What will be the playoff of this season? You know, those race wins, those bonus points as we move forward into the season, that is going to be huge. Everybody fighting their way through right now, trying to hang on at the moment. 15 to go. And right now up front, Allen stretching it out. Not what you normally see Talladega, but Allen has stayed up front. Kristen there in 4th, Jacob in 5th. Keep in mind, 10 to go, bump drafting becomes legal, and that's where it gets a little bit dicey. When you start trying to bump draft with these cars, you can lift the back tires of the car in front of you off the ground, and that is over and done with. And oh man, 14 laps to go. This is going to be interesting as we close it out here tonight. 13 laps left in this one. Boy, oh boy, closing down to the end here. Every bit. What a fight. 13 laps to go. Field's starting to get a little bit spread out. When do you come down if you have to take fuel? When do you come down for that splash of gas? That will be the question. 12 laps to go this time by. Alan Wilson out front leading. Behind him, Lawrence there as well. 12 laps to go. Well to go this time by. Allen leads, Lawrence second, Carson third, Kristen fourth, Jacob Warbley fifth. It is going to be Jim in sixth, Benjamin Shelton seventh, Michael Bustle in eighth. Big movement back of the pack. Big movement. You see double file starting to take place back here. Outside line starting to make some momentum, led by Tristan Ferris right now. Tristan trying to make the move. He's got help. Look at the momentum. They're coming. They've got, oh, Lawrence tries to shut the door. Not going to happen. Tristan going to motor on by. Coming to 11 laps to go here at Talladega. Here comes Tristan to the front of the field with a big move. Great job by Tristan. He'll go the lead. Lawrence tried to block it. Didn't work. Tristan to the front of the pack here tonight. Double file right now. Field double file at the moment. With 10 to, coming to 10 to go this time by. Man, oh man, oh man. Double file at the moment. You see the pack fighting their way through. Tristan with the big move to get up to the front. Now holds side by side at the moment. Great job. Everybody fights their way through. Ferris hanging on. Jacob right there as well. 11 laps to go this time by. 11 to go this time by. Everybody double file down the back straightaway. Look at the move now. Top side. Here we go. Another lead change up front. That's the 51 of Jacob. Look at Jacob. Says, nope, I'm going to go to the front now. He's going to get passed again. Looks like it's going to be Nicholas Post. Look at Nicholas Post out front now. Man, some great lead change battles up front and Post to the front. Post able to get the race lead here. 10 to go. Don't think these guys have enough fuel to make it. Post, Jacob, Josh, all in the top 10 right now. Nicholas Post leads the way in that National Guard number 48 machine. 9 to go at Talladega. Again, bump drafting is legal here, but it will, in 9 times out of 10 in these ARCA cars, cause a big issue. But under 10 laps to go, you can bump draft if need be. Man, oh man, what a war here for Nicholas Post up front. Great job by him in the 48 camp. Hadn't seen the front all night, but now to the front of the field with the 5 machine of Josh right there with him. Post looking for a win here tonight with 8 laps to go. Here we go, fighting our way through. 8 to go this time by. Field hanging on out front, 8 laps to go. Nicholas Post leads the way right now. Sargent right there as well. Great run by Sargent topside. 8 to go this time by. 3 wide behind them. Big move topside. Who's that? I believe that is going to be... Who is that making a move on the top? Wow, what a move. That is Underwood coming all the way through on the top side. What a move by Brian Underwood to go to the race lead. Halfway down the back straightaway. Underwood to the front. Underwood blocks. Great job by Brian Underwood. Went 3 wide on the very top lane. Was able to bring it to the front. Now Underwood leads in controlling Post here off of turn 4. Underwood trying to hang on. He'll shoot to the bottom. Big move topside. That's the 14 machine, I believe. Or excuse me, that's the 64 of Nick Sargent. Sargent moves to the top. Man, what a battle right now with 7 laps to go. These cars putting everything on the line with 7 to go at Talladega. Fuel could be an issue here. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh boy, this is going to be huge. Big movement around this racetrack right now. Field hanging on up front. Great battle at the front of the field. 3 wide behind them. Look at that. The 47 of Jim. He's going to be mid-pack 3 wide up in front above the 10 of Tristan at the moment. Great battle right now as they work their way down the front straightaway. And to the tri-oval. You see them right now. 3 wide there on the top. Michael Bussell trying to look for a way through. Bussell trying to find a way through. Meanwhile, Nick Sargent trying to hang on to the race lead. Here comes Jim. Jim going to be top 3 wide, second row. Can he find a way by? Look at Jim. He's going to power through top side of the racetrack. 3 wide at Talladega for the race lead. Great battle up front. Man, oh man, oh man. Underwood right there in the mix. 3 wide at Talladega. Man, can they make this work? That's going to be the question. Jim up there alongside Bussell in the mix. Cars, you can pull a blanket over them coming to 5 to go. Underwood on the bottom. 3 wide behind them. Bussell stuck in the middle. Look at the 21 machine. That's Benjamin Shelton up there trying to get some of the front of the pack right now. We got car on pit road. That's Alan Wilson. He came down last time by. Man, oh man, this is going to be dicey if they have to come pit road 3 wide like this. They've got to work their way single file if they come to pit road. 3 wide at the front of the pack, down the back straightaway. Sargent out front. Here we go. Bussell going to pull up to the inside lane. Into 3 and 4, coming to 4 laps to go this time by. Underwood there as well, starting to cycle it out. Do they come to pit road this time? Nobody. One car maybe back in the pack gonna come down. Man, oh man, a big time on pit road for Wilson. Over 53 seconds so far on pit road. His night might be over, unfortunately, for Alan Wilson, who led laps here tonight. Gonna go a lap down here late in the going. Man, oh man, these cars up front still continue to run. 3 laps to go here at the Talladega Superspeedway. 3 laps to go. You see them 3 wide right now. Down the back straightaway. 4 rows of cars. 3 wide at the moment. What a race here tonight. Boy, oh boy. 3 to go this time by. Man, oh man, these cars putting on a show. Nick up front trying to hold on for his first win. What about Shelton right there on the top side now? Jim up there in the mix. He's led laps tonight. 3 to go. 3 to go at Talladega Superspeedway. Everybody all over one another. Car on the apron. Exiting pit road. Will we have cars run out of fuel? Some drivers on their 46th lap. Some are not. Man, this is going to be tight on fuel here tonight. Fuel down the back straightaway. Coming to 2 to go this time by. Here we go. Coming to the checkered flag this time. 2 to go, excuse me. Coming to 2 to go. Look out front. These cars all over one another. 3, almost 4 wide contact. Here we go. What a save up front. Everybody gonna hang on? No. Whoa. Oh man, bustle around. Jim around. Caution is out. Green, white, checkered finish. We'll be on tap here tonight. Caution on the speedway. Sergeant right there. Wow. Bustle called up in it. Let's take a look if we can. It all started coming through the trioval section. I thought they had it gathered up, but Bustle and Jim both getting the raw end of that. Now, as caution flies, Lawrence on pit road already when the yellow come out, so he should have fuel to the end. Sargent leads. Question is now with this green, white, checkered, extra 3 laps at least they're gonna have to run. Do you come and get a tank of fuel to end this race, or do you try to stay out? That is going to be a question, but we're gonna go quick commercial break. When we come back at Talladega Superspeedway, we'll be ready for the final restart of tonight. Alrighty, folks, back here once again for a green, white, checkered finish here tonight. Attempt number 1. We will go back green here on this one. And again, we'll run the lap 94, added fuel on some of these race cars. What are they going to do? Will they stay out? Will they hit pit road? That is going to be the question as we get ready to come to green here. For your final green, white, checkered, or for a green, white, checkered attempt. Nick Sargent leads the way here at Talladega, Alabama. Outside of him, Nicholas Post, Joshua right there as well. This is going to be interesting. What happens here as we come to green? Sargent out front alongside Post. You've got Josh, you got Skylar Grissom, you got Benjamin, Tristan, Braden, Lawrence, Bruce, all up here ready to go, coming to green this time by. Green flag to fly, green, white, checkered attempt here tonight. Here we go, coming to green this time by. Field coming down, 35 lead changes on the evening. Here we go, green flag in the air. Restart here from Talladega. Green, white, checkered attempt, here we go.
Green, green, green.
Field getting a little stacked up there, but they're all going to hang on. Great job across the stripe. Green, white, checkered attempt. Field up to speed here this time by. Great job, everybody hanging on up front. Great job. Leading the way, Sargent, Nicholas Post. Outside, Sargent out of fuel. Sargent out of fuel, out of turn 4. So one car going to fall to the victim of fuel. Now, will everybody else have enough to make it? Contact middle to back straightaway. Sargent out of fuel. Josh right there. Great battle is ahead for 3 and 4. They'll come by to see the white flag out front. Post leads the way out of turn number 4. Underwood to his outside. Field coming down the front straightaway once again. Man, oh man, this is going to be crazy. Look at the 9 machine. Underwood up there as well. Lawrence in the mix. Big shove from Lawrence. 1 to go. 1 lap to go here tonight. Big wreck behind them, but we will stay green. 1 to go at Talladega Superspeedway. Underwood leads. Underwood around trouble back straightaway. Brian Underwood getting turned by Lawrence. Now Lawrence is going to try to hang on. Big block from Lawrence here. Underwood gets turned. Big nudge here by the 85 machine. Look at the move. Side of the racetrack comes the 51 of Jacob. Jacob looks for the lead, gets there. Jacob to the front of this field, looking for the first win of the season for him. Does he have enough fuel to make it? Side by side behind him. Jacob coming to the stripe. Will it stay under power? Checkered flag to fly. Jacob gets it done this evening. Congratulations, Jacob, on the win, my friend. Wow. Jacob getting it done here tonight. The 97 out of fuel. Wow. And Underwood in trouble here. Brian Underwood ends up destroyed. Let's go take a look at what happened to Brian Underwood off down the back straightaway last time by. Look at all the cars, just carnage. Wow. One more look here. They wrecked behind them, but then Lawrence tried to give Underwood a shove and just turned him sideways, coming to the checkered flag. Post gets collected. The 5 collected. Wow. But it was Jacob with the win. Lawrence comes home second. Wow. So, your race winner here tonight. Jacob gets the win done. Congratulations to him here tonight. What a job out of the 51 camp to come home with victory lane here tonight. Wow, oh wow, what a job. First win of the year for Jacob here at Talladega Superspeedway. Wow, that 51 hangs on for the win. We got a little bit of a scoring issue there with Cody and a couple more, but it was Jacob that got it done. Wow. So let's look at his season up till now, where Jacob comes home with the checkered flag. He had one top 10 coming into tonight out of Lynchville, Kentucky. Now he gets to add a top 5 and, more importantly, a race win. Let's talk to the driver of that number 51 machine here tonight and what was a crazy end to this one. Wow. Just what can you say? Let's talk to him. Hey, Jacob, it's Matt up here in the booth, buddy. You got a copy?
10-4.
Alrighty, man. You came in tonight with one top 10. Coming out of the night with victory lane, buddy. How does it feel in that number 51 Rowdy Energy Bass Pro Shops machine?
I'm going to be honest with you, man. It feels great. I just tried to run a smart race tonight. I haven't had the best of the season so far. I had a lot of bad luck. I just tried to run smart, and honestly, I just got lucky there at the end because, Talladega, it's always going to go crazy at the end. But let me tell you, I thought it was a good race from my standpoint. I was going to run out of fuel if that last caution didn't come out, and I went in and topped off, and I tell you, I just can't believe it.
Yeah, and even with that, we had cars running out as we were coming to the checkered flag. That was crazy.
Oh, I heard. I think Skylar was out. I think Tristan ended up running out. I don't know. I know a lot of guys are running out, and I just try to bob and weave.
Bob and weave, buddy. Well, I tell you what. You look at it. You got 4 races away to go to the playoffs. You come in tonight. I think you were outside the bubble, outside of that 12 mark. So, what does it feel like knowing that you got the win now? Well, excuse me, you were in 12th. You were holding off Tristan there. How do you think this is going to help going forward with that bump in points?
To be honest, I think it's going to help a lot. But sadly, next week's the Nashville race in real life, and I'll be there. So I won't be able to make it here for this race. And I think a couple of the guys in the league, my friends, are going too. So, it's going to hurt us there. But that's the one thing I'm really worried about right now. Honestly, going into this race, I was kind of in the standpoint because, you look at the points, if I was going to miss a race, then who's to say I was even going to make the playoffs? So I kind of just went into this race just going for the win, and kind of how I was going to run the rest of the season, just go for wins. And if the playoffs happens, it happens. I haven't had a good season so far, and the way things have went, I just need to win to try to point my way in.
Yeah, Foreman, I believe if I was you and some of the other guys in the league, I'd be going to the admins lobbying for an off week next week.
Man, I'd love to make it. I hate missing. This is the 3rd season I've never missed a race, so next weekend's gonna suck missing. But I was just glad I can come off with a win.
With him, Foreman, I tell you what, representing Kentucky well here tonight, buddy. Out of Lynchville, Kentucky, coming home with a win in Alabama. So if you look forward and you say, okay, I may miss next week, right? Big possibility there, right?
Yeah, it's going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to be here.
Unless some act of something prevents the race from happening. Now you're going to be a race behind when you leave there. Do you feel like even with that, you've got a shot at making the final 12?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think that it's just going to come down to based on where everybody else finishes next week. And then, when I do come back for the next points race, because I believe after that's the All-Star race, kind of just depends on where I finish in these races. If I could, get some top 5s, maybe even top threes, maybe even get a win, it's going to help out. But if these other guys don't have bad races, it's not going to happen. And, I hate that, but, if it doesn't happen, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to go out there and try to finish the best I can every week,
10-4, man. Well, a great philosophy coming up for you there, Jacob, and congratulations. First win of the season, first top 5. Congratulations, man. You put into work to get there to bring it home in victory lane, man.
Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate that. And I just, before I go, I just want to thank you, Matt, for putting on the show. I want to thank Skylar for putting on the league. I want to thank my wife for allowing me to do this. I want to thank the good Lord for allowing me to have this opportunity. And I just want to thank all you guys out there that race.
Yeah, for man. Well, congratulations. Coming home with the victory here tonight. Jacob, again, congrats, buddy. Lynchville, Kentucky. Go celebrate.
Thank you, man. Have a good one.
You too, buddy. All right, we're going to bring up the most divisive character in this league, Mr. Lawrence. Hey, Mr. Lawrence, Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
All righty, let's talk about it. Coming off of turn 2, you got the back of Underwood just a little bit. He goes around, but again, man, great run. But once again, just shy of victory lane.
Well, I'm going to start by saying I'm really happy for Jacob. Dude's been around for a long time and has shown great improvement. And I'm really happy that he got this one done tonight. In terms of coming off of turn 2, it's the last lap. I got to run, and Brian threw a block. That's all I've got to say about that.
Mic drop.
It's a super speedway race, and I'm wrapped up in controversy. I can't believe it.
Who would have ever thought? You, controversy, never.
That caution was about as perfectly timed as we could have had one, though. Shouldn't have been in a position to even be talking to you right now. I ran out of gas, sped down pit road, and managed to maintain the lead lap. And as guys ran out, I just kind of bobbed and weaved and followed Brian, actually got him to the position he was in. And instead of just, running side by side, probably finishing 1-2 there, he decides to go ahead and put his back bumper where my front bumper was. So.
Yeah, I see that Brian's writing in garage chat as we speak, so this could be very interesting.
Oh, I'm sure he's gonna have something to say. Me and Brian go way back. I mean, even before this league. So, it's gonna be well, yeah. So he said what he said, but me and Brian go way back. There's gonna be no hard feelings moving forward. We like to work together around here. Me and him, even at the smaller tracks. So, throw a block, you get put in the fence on the last lap. That's pretty much what I've got to say about that one.
And 4, man. Well, congratulations, P2 here tonight. We got another shirt ideal. Well, we're racking up shirt ideals this season, but congratulations, man. Second in this one. Let's move forward. Let's talk about, we're 4 races away now. Points paying races from the playoffs. We're closing in. We just talked to Jacob about what this win meant. What do you think going towards the playoffs this year?
I'm in a pretty good position points wise. I'm going to be in a better position once they tally them up tonight. Obviously, those guys didn't finish as well as they should. Those guys that were ahead of me. But yeah, we're going to go hard in the playoffs. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss the Bristol playoff race. So that's going to put me behind. So I figured the way I see it, I'm going to have to win a couple of them playoff races to stay in contention for a championship. I don't know how the drops and all that stuff work and the cutoffs and things of that nature for the playoffs, but hopefully I can just be there at the end fighting for a title. But there's a lot of stiff competition around here. Brian's not going to be one to. He's not just going to lay down and die. Neither is Luke. I know Skylar's up there in the points too. I'm looking at him earlier this afternoon, but I'm in a good spot playoff-wise. I'd love to get a win before the playoffs. Watkins Glen, maybe a track where I might be able to do that. It's one of my favorites on the service, so got that one circled. Obviously, there's either a playoff race or a playoff cutoff race at Daytona, so always in the mix at the big tracks, and we're just going to keep pushing forward. If I keep top 5 in them to death, I'm gonna be there at the end. So,
10-4, man. Well, Lawrence, it's always good to talk to you, buddy. Greenville, North Carolina, my friend. Hopefully get to talk to you again sometime soon, buddy.
Hopefully so. Quick shout outs to make the boys at High Side. I feel like I say this every time I'm up here, but Alan did a phenomenal job tonight, led a bunch of laps. But the fuel strategy didn't pay off. We were kind of banking on a wreck there, but he should have had a better finish than dead freaking last. The sponsors: Bumper Thumper Traction Compound, RaceToolsDirect.com, B&K Root Beer Stand, Competition Auto Body, the wife and the youngin' for putting up with all my racing crap. You for putting on a great broadcast as always. Skylar for putting on a good show, even though I keep stinking it up with the wrecks at the end. And yeah, I think that's it.
10-4, man. 10-4, buddy. Well, I'm going to let you go. Best of luck moving forward towards the playoffs next week at Chicagoland, man.
All right, brother. We'll see you.
10-4, buddy. All right, let's get Brandon up here. We'll talk to him. Hey, Brandon, Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
All righty, man. Well, I don't have any stats on you. Is this your first technical race with these guys?
It is. It's actually, yeah, first time I've been on track with these guys.
10-4, man. Well, a top 3. How about that, my friend?
Yeah, wasn't really expecting that, but I'll certainly take it.
Well, man, you did a great job. You kept the car pretty much clean, took your time through the evening, come through with a top 3. Obviously, we're kind of late in the season, but what is it to get the momentum up, through the rest of this year? Try to head for a championship maybe next season?
Yeah, I mean, get a feel for everybody and, see where the season plays out and, yeah, hopefully make a run at it next season.
And format, you did a great job in your first appearance. I really didn't. I checked you out a couple of times throughout the evening. You were deeper in the pack, taking care of your stuff. Come through, made it work, ended up top 3.
Yeah, I knew fuel was going to be a little bit close, so I was kind of saving for that. And then after we made the halfway caution, I realized how close it was going to be. I really started saving. And, yeah, to be honest, on the last lap, I was going to be happy with the top 5, and then there was the wreck coming off too. So, yeah, not a bad night.
Yeah, good night, man. Congratulations, top 3. Congrats to you on your opening. I have to get some stats on you before next week, buddy.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I hope to be here for a while, so.
10-4, man. Well, again, congratulations, top 3, my friend. Congrats on a great opening and a great debut, my friend.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty, there we go. Brandon, congrats, man. We're going to let you go and hope to talk to you next week, buddy.
Have a good one.
All right, there we go. That's going to wrap it up for the evening here at Talladega Superspeedway. And let's take a look before we go bye-byes here at the points before they came into, and I dropped my phone. That's just great. Before they come into the night, let's take a look here. This poor phone gets dropped more than anything else. Brian Underwood came in as your points leader. Underwood here tonight came home in 6th. Skylar Grissom 13th. He'll probably lose P2 possibly when it all gets tied up to Luke G. Durant. But you take a look around that playoff bubble. You see it right there. Jacob come home with the win here tonight. Nicholas Post 9th. He's probably most likely all but surely going to drop to 12th. Clint Roberts is going to get passed by Tristan as well. So that's going to move Jacob up at least most likely into P11 or P10. Now, all this is me just freestyling it. So Jacob picking up some spots here. Post going to slide down a spot. He'll drop to at least 12th. Clint going to drop. Paris or Tristan will come through to 12th as well. So you take a look at it. Estimating when we leave here that Tristan will probably be around 12th with Post in. Tristan will be 13th. Post should be in 12th if my math is right as we take a look. So it's going to be interesting going forward here to Chicagoland. Those two drivers trying to hang on and save their playoff season here in this league. for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. Again, big shout out to everyone for coming out here tonight. What a night it was here at Talladega Superspeedway. Again, that was the points there before we came to tonight. So again, we'll see how that shakes up in the later stages of the year when we go to the Windy City in Chicago next week. What was a fun race here tonight. I want to thank everyone for coming out. Before we go, we're going to give a big shout out to all our partners that make all of this happen. And starting off with Grid Finder. Grid Finder is the home of online racing communities. Browse through hundreds of leagues racing on all gaming platforms across every sim every day of the week across the globe. Browse through over 1,000 leagues, folks, on all platforms: iRacing, Assetto Corsa, ACC, F1 2020, and many more. Again, if you're looking for a commentator or broadcaster for your stream, you can find that as well, or even a designer for your car. Again, Grid Finder has all this talent in one place. Go find your place on the grid. Thank you to Grid Finder for always coming out supporting WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. Future Designs, the builder's choice. Next Level Racing, take your racing to the next level. Warrior Wraps as well. Looking to stand out on track? Check out Warrior Wraps for custom paints and logos. They pride themselves on excellent customer service with 4 painters on staff. You're going to get yourself a quick turnaround time. With that being said, thank you to everybody that makes this happen. We will see you next Saturday evening from Chicagoland. Again, it's been Matt with Extreme Sim TV. I hope you